Hi, Josh Barker with Josh Barker Real Estate, and thank you for checking on our market update for the month of February 2025. Let's go ahead and kick off the sales report by looking at the homes sold in the month of January, just this last month. We actually finished at 118 properties that closed escrow. This is down roughly 31% over last year when we finished at 172. In fact, this closing volume for the month of January was the lowest that we've seen since 2008, 2009, 2010. So it's been a while since we've seen this. Now, for many of you probably already realize a lot of this has to do with the higher interest rate environment, combined with a lot of sellers that are sitting on properties that they own with a 3% mortgage rate. So the volume is just slow right now. The next thing to look at is just the pending home sales. The good news is that there was an uptick in January for the pending home sales. We finished at 177. If you go back a year ago, it averaged about 179. And so that does tell you that there are buyers still participating in the market, although the closings in January obviously were really low. Next thing to look at is the active inventory. So right now, year over year, we're sitting at a total of 665 for sale now. That is up from the 583 that we had last year. Now in the month of January this year, we actually had a few homes to come to the market a little less than last year, but overall we are trending right now in the right direction, which is good to see. The average sales price here in Shasta County has fluctuated a little bit. Right now we're at $403,000. That's down slightly from the $414,000 a year ago. But our median sales price is actually up. We finished at $382, and that's up from the $373 a year ago. So that's good news. Last thing to look at is just the average days on market. That's climbed a little bit. We're averaging about 89 days, and that's including marketing and promotion time and the closing process. So altogether, about 89 days is where we're standing at today. Next thing to look at is just the absorption rate. The absorption rate did jump last month quite a bit. We averaged just over 5.6 months supply. And that happened because the sales volume dropped in January so much compared to the actual active inventory. So we do expect in February that absorption rate to start to come back down again as sales start to show up in the reports. Next thing is the foreclosure market. I had a chance to jump on and look at that real quick. We finished actually, there's 124 properties that are in some stage of foreclosure here in Shasta County. Just to give you some context, that's really low. Last month we were about 128. Last year we were up in the 180 range. So foreclosures are actually continuing to trend down, which is good. That just means that we're not going to be looking at a lot of shadow inventory coming to the market. Keep in mind with foreclosures too, even those 124 are actually likely to cure themselves, meaning that some will actually just sell their property, reinstate an existing mortgage, in some cases get a modification to their loan. So maybe less than 30% of those would actually even hit the market at all anyway. Next thing to look at is just the interest rates. Today, if you're not paying attention, rates are averaging around 7%. Last year, they were as high as 8%. We also had a low of 6.2%. So 7% is not great, but right now we're expecting that that's going to start to trend down as we go further into this year. So all of us will just be watching and see what happens next. Next thing to look at is just new construction. New construction still has not kicked off in a major way. However, D.R. Horton, a national home builder building here locally, they have projects on the east side of Reading. They also have some projects on the west side of Reading. They just opened up an area called Salt Creek. And then Jeb Allen with Palomar Builders actually is just launching an 18-lot exclusive home subdivision on the west side of Reading that we'll actually be representing. More information to come on that. So in any case, if you have any other questions regarding the real estate market here in Shasta County, just know we're always here to help. Thank you for taking your time with us today. Have a great day.